When Lisa married Ethan, she believed she had found her happily ever after. They had met at a mutual friend's party, and their connection was instant. Ethan was charming, ambitious, and came from a wealthy family. Lisa, on the other hand, was a hard-working woman from a modest background. She had lost her parents at a young age and had been raised by her loving grandmother, who unfortunately passed away just a year before she met Ethan. Despite their different backgrounds, their love seemed strong enough to conquer any obstacle, or so she thought. The first year of their marriage was blissful. They traveled to exotic locations, enjoyed fancy dinners, and celebrated their love in the grandest of ways. Lisa was enchanted by the lifestyle Ethan introduced her to. She never imagined she would be dining in Michelin-starred restaurants, wearing designer clothes, and attending high society events. However, as time went on, Lisa began to notice a change in Ethan. He became more critical, constantly comparing her to the wealthy wives of his friends. He would make snide remarks about her clothes, her upbringing, and even her mannerisms. One evening, after a particularly heated argument about her inadequate contributions to their social life, Ethan dropped a bombshell. "You know, Lisa," he said, his voice dripping with disdain, "I thought you would step up your game once we got married. I didn't sign up to be married to someone who is practically a charity case." Lisa's heart shattered. She had never felt so humiliated and worthless. Despite the pain, she tried to hold on, hoping Ethan would come to his senses. But things only got worse. Ethan's family, who had always been cold to her, now openly criticized her. They blamed her for bringing Ethan down. His mother, a woman of impeccable social standing, never missed an opportunity to remind Lisa of her humble origins. A man like Ethan needs a wife who can elevate him, not drag him down, she would say, her words slicing through Lisa like a knife. Ethan's friends, who once welcomed her into their circle, started to distance themselves. Invitations to parties and gatherings became fewer, and when they did come, Lisa often felt like an outsider. The other wives, draped in luxury, would exchange glances and whisper behind her back. Lisa felt like she was drowning, the love that once buoyed her now feeling like an anchor pulling her down. One day, after an especially humiliating dinner party where Ethan had belittled her in front of his colleagues, Ethan handed her divorce papers. He wanted her out of the house they shared, and he wanted it done quickly. "I'm done pretending, Lisa. You just don't fit into my life," he said bluntly. With nowhere else to go, Lisa packed her bags and moved into a small apartment she could barely afford. She spent nights crying, wondering how everything had gone so wrong. She felt lost, broken, and utterly alone. The life she had built with Ethan, the dreams they had shared, all seemed like a cruel illusion. A few weeks after the separation, Lisa received a letter from a lawyer. Confused and curious, she scheduled an appointment. When she arrived, the lawyer handed her a sealed envelope from her late grandmother. Lisa's hands trembled as she opened it and began to read. "Dear Lisa, if you are reading this, it means I am no longer with you. I wanted to leave you something that would secure your future, but I wanted you to find it at the right time. You have always been a strong and independent woman, and I believe in you. Enclosed is the deed to a property I inherited from my parents. It's located in the countryside, and it holds more value than you might think. With all my love, Grandma." Lisa was stunned. She had no idea her grandmother had owned property. She immediately made arrangements to visit the countryside. When she arrived, she found a beautiful, sprawling estate surrounded by lush greenery. The locals informed her that the land was incredibly valuable and had potential for various business opportunities. With renewed hope and determination, Lisa decided to turn the estate into a bed and breakfast. She invested all her energy into renovating the property, drawing on her love for hospitality and her eye for detail. She spent months planning every aspect of the renovation, from the charming, rustic decor to the lush gardens that would surround the estate. She poured her heart into every detail, determined to create a haven where guests could feel at home. Slowly but surely, the business began to thrive. Guests were charmed by Lisa's warmth and the beauty of the estate. The personalized service and the cozy, inviting atmosphere made the bed and breakfast a favorite among travelers. Lisa's days were filled with the joy of welcoming guests, hearing their stories, and seeing the delight on their faces as they experienced the magic of the estate. Word spread quickly, and within a year, Lisa's bed and breakfast became one of the most sought-after destinations in the area. Travel magazines featured her story, and online reviews praised the exceptional experience she provided. Her business acumen and dedication had paid off, and she finally felt the sense of worth and achievement she had always longed for. Lisa's newfound success brought her into contact with a different kind of social circle. She met other entrepreneurs, creatives, and passionate individuals who valued her for her character and skills, not her background. Among these new friends, she found a supportive community that celebrated her achievements and encouraged her to dream even bigger. One day, as she was overseeing a particularly busy weekend, she saw a familiar face among the guests checking in. It was Ethan. He looked disheveled and worn out, a stark contrast to the confident man she had once known. Their eyes met, and Lisa could see the shock and regret in his expression. "Lisa, I heard about your success," Ethan stammered, clearly uncomfortable. "I didn't realize. I was wrong about you." Lisa smiled politely, feeling a sense of closure. "Thank you, Ethan. But I've realized my worth doesn't depend on anyone's approval. I hope you find what you're looking for." As Ethan walked away, Lisa felt a wave of relief and empowerment. She had discovered her true inheritance, not just in terms of wealth, but in her strength, resilience, and ability to create her own destiny. And that was worth more than any amount of money. Lisa's journey wasn't just about finding financial stability. It was about rediscovering herself and realizing that she was capable of so much more than anyone, including herself, had ever imagined. Her past with Ethan was a painful chapter, but it led her to the most fulfilling and empowering phase of her life. And for that, she was grateful. As the years passed, Lisa's bed and breakfast continued to thrive. She expanded the property, adding a small cafe and a wellness retreat. She hired a team of dedicated staff who shared her vision, creating a warm and welcoming environment for all who visited. The estate became a sanctuary for those seeking peace and rejuvenation, and Lisa found immense satisfaction in knowing she had built something truly special. Lisa also became a mentor to young entrepreneurs in the community, sharing her story and offering guidance to those starting their own businesses. Her journey from heartbreak to success inspired many, and she took pride in helping others achieve their dreams. In time, Lisa found love again. She met David, a kind and supportive man who admired her for her strength and determination. Their relationship was built on mutual respect and understanding, and Lisa felt a deep sense of happiness and contentment. Looking back, Lisa realized that being kicked out by Ethan was a blessing in disguise. It forced her to discover her true potential and led her to a life of purpose and fulfillment. She had transformed her pain into power and created a legacy that would endure for generations. Lisa's story became a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the power of believing in oneself. She had turned her greatest setback into her greatest triumph, proving that sometimes life's most challenging moments can lead to the most extraordinary outcomes.